done it in Kenya, I don't know.
92.
Now in the congregation, Professor Ratemo via Michieka was also in the congregation. He spotted me. Immediately after the function finished, he approached me. He says, Dr. Uppal, because I just got the PhD. He says, now I would like to see you. He says, can we meet tomorrow in that restaurant opposite Jeevanji Garden? I said, yes, fine. So he offered me, he says, I was a senior lecturer. Without PhD, I have become a senior lecturer with a great difficulty because I have written some papers and one or two books also. So he said, why don't you shift to Jomo Kenyatta where he was the principal? I will give you some increments. We normally give 2. You are an Indian, therefore I will give you 6. I said, no, I am not from the business community. I am coming from the academic family. My parents were teachers. So I am after the next step, which is associate professor. And here they have already sent my papers overseas. I understand the reports are ready. So I am going to get it. And it's only because the Kausal is not foundation at that time, 92. So it is delayed. He says, okay, then so you will not come on increment, you want promotion. Again, he then fixed the next day to meet somewhere. We met somewhere. He was nice, very nice to give me a cup of coffee, and now he added cake to that. He says, now, all right, we have decided that we will give you the next. So I went, he said, just make a, this formal application. So I was selected there. I was taken by the board as an associate professor. That was in 1993. So when I joined there, because in the interview he never told me that I am going to appoint you the head. 15 days after that, 15th April 93, he issued a letter where he appointed me as head of mathematics, computer science, and all that. So I went there and I took over from my friend here, sitting here, Mr. Humphreys. Yeah. And we were only, only 5 people, 5-6 people. And this is, with your experience, now you have done PhD, you are going to build this department. So I said, now, normally if you had asked me, I would have liked to be in the class only. I like to learn mathematics and teach mathematics to people. And it seems wherever I taught, the students were very happy. I want to continue. Is it not a matter? Yeah, well. One of my students who was a vice chancellor at Yale University just left. I was sitting next to him. I have 6-7 people who have vice chancellor at various places. Anyhow, no boasting. It's just a statement. He said, no, his administration is very easy. Don't worry. Now you are a professor, anytime you have a problem, you just come to me. And whenever, you try to solve the problem, you get experience. Otherwise, you just come to me. And he was all the time, anytime you go, just now. If not, I could also go to his house, anytime. That's why I know his first lady and all the poor children, I know them very well. So, that is the way he helped me. He said, his thinking was really very pragmatic. He said, Prof, you have done PhD in Italy, you are very hardworking. You told me 20 days before you were to defend your thesis, you hardly slept. Indeed, you are a hardworking person. So what we have to do is that do